Hello and welcome to issue number 39 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines and create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman. Sorry guys, I'm
Whoa.
real tired.
Yeah.
Hey there, bud.
No, you knew we were recording.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not that late.
Yeah, I know. I'm still recovering. I was watching my niece all last week.
Okay,
oh, that's nice. Someone trusted you.
Yeah, specifically my brother, and hence how she's related to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, how old is this girl?
She'd be
Tell
2.
me about the small one.
She's 2 years old, and she's a kid.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out kids need a lot of attention,
No, what?
Nah.
Stop it.
which I was not aware of going into it. So, and they like to wake up really early, regardless of what time they went to bed at.
Jeez, next thing you're gonna tell me they like to eat or something.
Yeah,
Once a day.
at least once a day. It's insane.
What? Ah, my God.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you gonna be able to get through recording tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If I fall asleep at some point, you guys will just keep going anyway. It'll be fine.
Like,
Mhm.
did something happen while watching this kid that like?
No, I mean, just, the usual stuff. You get home, like, because Kelsey'd watch her during the days. Then I get home from work, and then, it's my turn. And it really cut into my Sabrina the Teenage Witch time, which was
Oh
probably the most draining part of it.
no! Wait, I cannot answer this. It's been so long since I've seen Sabrina. Is that not something you can watch with your niece?
So I'm glad you asked. So something you find out about having a kid around all the time is that they choose what you watch.
Oh.
So I learned a lot about a show called Baby Bus.
Oh,
Baby bust.
enlighten me, please.
How do I describe it? It's just a bunch of tiny animals like penguins and
That's not a
Are
baby.
they baby animals?
rhinos, and so they're baby animals. And
okay. Well,
they
alright.
just sing songs, and they just do the same stuff over and over.
Are
And
they on a bus?
no, I don't think at any point I
What?
saw a bus.
Are you fucking
Oh,
kidding me right now?
Why? But
Then,
why?
Then you just learn to lie a lot and start telling your niece that no, they ran out of Baby Bus. Sorry, we're gonna have to put on
Tap's
something
dry.
else.
We went to the well and there's nothing. All out of baby bus.
Yeah, and then I kept putting it on YouTube for her, and ads would pop up every now and then, and she'd freak out anytime there was an ad.
Oh yeah.
And I found
do.
out later from my brother that it's a show that's on Netflix, so I'm an idiot. All in all, it was a learning experience. It was a lot of fun.
How would you grade yourself on this kid watching?
I'd say at least a B-.
Did she survive?
Yeah, I mean, the
bump
minus
that
is
up
because
to a
I
B
just
then.
constantly
Appropriate then.
forgot her at stores I was at.
Oh yeah,
Oops.
that would go against you.
Well, see, what you're supposed to do, I think, is leave them in the car so that they, don't leave it on, so because otherwise people will know there's somebody in there.
Well,
And
you don't
don't crack
always
the
gas.
windows because someone could reach in and snap her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. Just leave them. They'll be fine.
I'm writing this down for next time I watch her.
Oh, that way you don't forget them too. It's very handy.
Good idea. All right. I've got that all written down, so next time I'll do a better job of taking care of her.
Good. Yeah, glad we could help. That's what we're here for. We have so much experience with the small child. Yeah, just call us up anytime.
Yeah, I mean, next time I'm going to have you guys come down.
Oh? No, that's okay.
I was thinking about it, and I'm good.
All right. I'll see you guys there.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess it's just you and me, Drew.
Okay. I don't know what to do now.
I got that. That's a wrap.
Well, I guess while Tanner's away, did you want to tell us what we do here?
Yeah, just in case, maybe subliminally it'll get through to him while he naps, and then he'll be roused and come back. So usually, Drew, what you and I and Tanner together do is we take a bizarre or strange headline that we find on the internet, we put them in a spreadsheet, and we pick one at random, and we use that as a origin story for a superhero or supervillain. Now, last week, I'm actually kind of sad that I remember the episode and I remember recording it, but I'll be damned if I can never remember what we did. I wish Tanner were here to
I
help
was
me.
right next to you. Does that trigger anything?
I remember.
If only-
I remember Dax Shepard, and I remember the whole subject, but I can never remember the name.
If only Tanner were here to help us out because he's always on top of this. Maybe. Hey.
Oh my God.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Sorry. 'Cause I just had the worst nightmare. Nate couldn't remember what we made.
No, that you're living the nightmare right now.
No,
Oh, no.
actually, he could remember what it was, but we want to know if you know.
Well,
Yep,
Nate,
sorry, that.
you dingus. We made Dak Shepard Jr.
Okay.
But his
That
name
was
wasn't
not
Dak
his name.
Shepard Jr.
Yeah, but you remember he was Dak Shepard Jr.
Yes.
and he was the
Win,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nindex.
No, I think you're thinking of the villain that we backdoor piloted, Syndex.
No chopper. What was that?
Thank God for you, Drew.
It was one of the best puns ever.
I'm
that
worried
Tanner.
that longtime listeners will think, no, this clearly is a bit that they continue to milk, and it's super funny. But no, I just can't remember shit anymore.
We have, let's see, this is almost 40. Boy, we're coming up on 50. We're coming up on almost a year. Not really. We got about 4 more months before that, but
We started in April, right?
yeah, like first week of April.
420.
We recorded a couple,
No.
spoiler, late April, or late May, late March. Fuck.
Okay, let's just his name is Window Chopper, and he fought Syndax, this the demoness window demoness.
Syndex, that's right.
Yeah, Nate, you
Oh,
came up with the
Syndex,
name.
that's it. Sorry.
I remember coming up with it.
Then there
Listen,
was also
I
the
have-
Council of Shepherds, and then there was also Larry Bird.
Now, Larry Bird, I would never forget.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we did. If you want to understand what I just uttered out of my mouth, please go back and listen to our last episode, because it was
Now, it's not going to make a lot more sense than it did.
no,
here,
yeah,
but-
it was basically a lyrical hot pile of garbage, but it was a good pile of garbage.
It was good.
the kind you like to roll around in.
Yeah, that's good. It's got that. It's a good temp. No sharp things.
Mm-hmm. And nothing like sticky.
Yeah, no, but it's a good stick if it is sticky.
Okay. Gotta have that good stick.
So, Tanner, please, what are we doing this week?
So last week was a hero, so obviously this week we're going to do a villain. And I've already selected an article at random. This week it is number 4 for you guys. That headline is, a Wisconsin man got locked in a walk-in beer cooler. He had everything that he needed, police say. And this comes to us from a family member of one of ours.
Oh, it's one of our brothers.
It's one of ours brothers, so...
We'll never know.
And I mean, historically speaking, Tanner, that's your brother.
Yeah, I mean, if we were going statistically, the odds are it would be him. But no, actually, it is Drew's brother this time.
Surprise, everyone, I have a brother.
Plot twist.
Yeah, thank you, Reed, my brother, for sending this in. Oh my God. I'm opening this for the first time, and
Is it a
you
Quick
see
Trip?
what that, yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been in those beer coolers. Let me tell you, it's pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
would have
can
to agree.
identify with this man.
Yeah, Nate and I both put our time in there.
And I've been there enough to, yeah, so this is a Quick Trip or Quick Star. It's a popular, I would say, Midwest chain
Yeah, Midwest.
Yeah.
of convenience stores that 2 of the 3 of us have worked at, and the third lives down the block and is a regular. So we're pretty much experts about the Quick Stars and Quick Trips.
I used to love going in the beer cooler and the regular cooler because it meant that I didn't have to deal with customers for like a good hour if I
You
did
were
both
hiding.
of them. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say I wasn't.
Tanner,
I was also doing work, but I was also hiding.
Tanner, what's your opinion on the beer coolers?
Honestly, it was always my favorite job to do, was anything involving the beer cooler.
Absolutely.
So I can see why this man would want to stay in there.
But this is a villain, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I think his power is that he likes to get drunk.
What?
All right, case closed. Tanner,
choo,
you've
choo,
done it again. You mad genius.
What if it's like a drunk Mr. Freeze? Like, what if he is very cold, but then he starts drinking, and then he gets that beer jacket, that beer coat.
I like where you're going.
He drinks to stay warm.
Mm-hmm.
And to forget.
And forget, but yeah, there's boy, don't get me started on this guy's checkered past.
Mm-hmm. But it's all full of crazy, grimy, crimey stuff.
So is he
Yeah.
like living in a place where it's always cold right now? Is that why he has to always drink to be warm?
I mean, it was Wisconsin. It's pretty
is-
cold right now.
Yeah, it kind of
It definitely is right now.
I just
but-
assume it's always winter in Wisconsin.
But Wisconsin, I mean, the summers there can get pretty balmy.
They can.
I
I
mean,
swear, every time I was watching that 70s show, they were always wearing a jacket. So like,
Mm-hmm. And that show was based heavily on science. I'm
and
pretty sure.
Wisconsin science.
Yeah, why are they always wearing jackets?
Yeah, I'm seriously failing to think of
No,
any,
now that
any
you say that, yeah.
any
It's
time
just-
that
layers are attractive.
Kelso and
No.
Hyde weren't wearing. Hyde's wearing some like grungy, druggy thing, but he looks good.
Nate, you're from Wisconsin. Where in Wisconsin does that take place? And is it always cold there?
Where's that 70s show take place?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it took place in Green Bay or close to it.
I'm not actually sure.
All right. Is Green Bay always cold, Nate?
I mean, during the winters.
It is by
Unless
the
it
by the
is
bay.
in Point Place. It's fictional.
Oh. Well.
Well, so is Wisconsin. So
But it's a fictional suburb of Green Bay. So
oh
Wait a second.
hey, There we
Wisconsin
go.
Dells is a water park place. It can't be cold year round.
well, but
it's a
hey,
very
a lot
cold
of
water
those
park.
places are indoor.
I'd say like 50% maybe.
anyone
Yeah, the
living
other
in
50% are
Wisconsin
for
right
the
now,
real
please
danger guys.
please call in and tell us the current temperature.
No, that won't. It's winter. That doesn't help.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
If
No,
it's summer
I
right
wanna
now
know.
and you're listening to this, call us and we'll tell us the temperature. And we'll probably have no idea what you're talking about because we forget every episode right after we make it.
No. We're gonna have a voicemail segment next week, and we're just gonna read off temperatures that people send us.
That'll be great content.
7,
What is
12.
this guy's powers?
4.
Are we still on that?
Yeah.
Well, he gets real warm and fuzzy when he drinks beer, and he can forget things.
Okay, so he's just drunk.
The greatest superpower of all. I don't understand the problem.
I feel
Yeah, what
like
are you talking
a freaking Superman whenever I drink. No, let's see. All right. We've done a beer robot before, but we've never done a beer man.
Beer human.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of it's like right there, isn't it? Like he's in the beer cooler. Suddenly he has everything he needs. He's kind of got to be a
Is it
a superhero. Who's
is it
beers-
beer? Is it cold or is it both?
Yes, both. I think both will afford us some differentiation from just beer man.
So is Drunk Mr. Freeze something we can do?
I like Drunk Mr. Freeze. I thought that was a funny idea.
Okay.
So can he freeze people in beer?
Yeah, but like he's limited to just like kind of frosting their mugs, you know?
Oh, that's
so he's
nice.
a bad villain.
But like maybe he can, you know, if he holds on a long time, that'll hurt.
Hey, my hot chocolate.
Oh,
cold
it's
now.
cold chocolate.
It's still pretty good, but it's not hot chocolate.
Yeah. I don't know. Can he shoot a ray of freeze towards things? But his aim is horrible.
Because he's drunk?
No, he's just not really good at aiming. But the drunk doesn't really help.
It doesn't help. Actually, if he's a little drunk, he's actually got his nerves are calm, so he doesn't his
Oh,
hand
yeah.
doesn't move as much.
So
he's a little bit better.
He's better drunk.
But then, like,
But then
it's a
you-
very fine line.
Yeah, you hit that point where you're just like, well, I'm sloppy now. There is that moment of euphoria where you
That
just
brief
know-
moment where you're like hitting every shot in beer pong.
Yeah, like I am beer pong. That's good.
Your bows are in check, and your
And
shots
what's that mean
are
again?
straight
Yeah, what does
fire.
that mean, Nate?
Yeah, I know it. You keep your elbows in check. You
Yeah.
gotta make sure they're.
You clearly knew that all along.
I liked that bit we did in episode 4.
That is actually number 4. Yeah, you got the number right.
I never forget my greatest shame.
All right, so drunk Mr. Freeze.
Okay, so does he have a should we? Maybe we can save this for later, but I'm curious if he has a tragic past, much like Mr. Freeze.
His wife.
His wife is frozen in a giant vat of Miller
What's-
Lite.
Ooh. Okay, I was gonna ask what's the opposite of Nora Freeze, but that's good too. Yeah. How though?
She worked at the bottling plant like Laverne and Shirley.
Oh.
And then she had peanut butter all over her hands,
Okay.
so she couldn't do something.
Or she
How do
was.
you-
They were. She was on the bottling line, and she had to put caps on bottles as they came by. And she and her friend Ethel were doing super well in the beginning, but then they started coming too fast. So they just started drinking the beers just to take care of them, and then she fell in.
Hey, Nate, that is a very
Mm-hmm.
funny thing you just said there, and we should put that in a television show
We
or
should.
something.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, that's good.
I love that we reference 2 very old sitcoms.
No,
We're very current.
yeah. Wait,
You could,
are you putting I Love Lucy on like the same level of oldness as that 70s show?
I said Laverne and Shirley earlier.
Oh, I didn't.
Come on,
I
dog.
listened to you. Sorry.
Because they worked at a bottling plant in Milwaukee.
That I do not know.
Oh, don't act like you didn't watch Laverne and Shirley.
No, the old
Hey,
TV
dude,
shows
this is
that
a
I
safe
watched
space.
were limited to like the Cosby Show.
Well, this is older than that.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not watch Nick at Night growing up?
I did, and I watched a lot of the Cosby Show.
So you watched Nick at Night like by the time you were like 13 then.
Yeah, where they were
Instead of,
showing
like-
a lot of this show called the Cosby Show.
So wait, did you not watch Three's Company either?
No, I didn't really.
Jesus.
Sorry,
Good
I'm
culture.
lame.
Well, come on, knock on our door. We do anything for you. Where the kisses are hers and hers and his.
See, Nate
Three's Company
knows.
Hell yeah. Love
Yeah.
that show.
I think my parents said I couldn't watch it. It was too risque.
Rest in peace, John Ritter. Anyway, so they got really drunk because they had to drink the beers because the conveyor belt was
Okay.
going too fast.
Yep,
Yeah.
canon.
And so she and Ethel fall into a beer vat,
Oh, wait, her and her friend?
or
Yeah, why not?
or Ethel
Okay.
knocks her in. I don't know. But why is it?
So
Knocks her
falls in, very drunk, freezes in there. What's to stop
Well,
him
maybe.
from?
in. Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tanner, did you have something?
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was gonna say maybe Ethel doesn't fall in, and like in her, she accidentally knocks in this woman, and in an attempt to save her, tries to shut down the plant or like shut down the thing, but she accidentally does something that causes the beer to freeze, or she like turns on the cooler or something to that effect, and she ends up causing this to happen. But so they can't unfreeze her because like she's currently like held in stasis, so he needs to figure out a way to save her.
Why?
Okay.
If he unfreezes her, then it would be like no good. She would die.
I think it's kind of like the thing where you know how people will go into cryogenics now and be like, nah, they'll figure out a safe way to unthaw me in the future. Kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
My thought was that she just fell into a beer vat and she's like too drunk to get out, but she can't sober up enough to get out because she's constantly in beer. And her husband just can't figure out how to sober her up. And so that's why he drinks so much.
Oh my God, Tanner. Yes.
Okay.
Nuts to that shit bullshit I said. Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
I like the idea that maybe she got into some special, like Miller Lite special experimental batch that makes her perpetually drunk.
Miller Lite Special Experimental Batch Light.
Important. So that's not just like, he's not just an idiot who's like, how do I sober up my wife? He's like, why is she not sober?
Why she's always drunk.
She's not the same. Yeah, so then he gets trapped. He's got his wife at home in the basement. Can't figure it out. Gets trapped. Comes out changed.
Yeah, maybe he went to go get beer to like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Does it matter why he went to get beer, I guess?
Well, I mean, if
Maybe he tried
got-
everything and he was like, well, maybe if I just give her more beer, she'll sober up. Maybe he was desperate.
Maybe I tried the opposite. Now I have to give her beer.
I mean,
So
if you
he's
got to go on a
desperate.
beer run, you got to go on a beer run.
Beer's beer. The heart wants what the heart wants. Or so I'm told. Okay, so he's in that cooler.
So, does he look like Mr. Freeze?
What if a giant novelty bottle of beer falls on his head and gets stuck?
So is he like glug glug just a fish in beer now?
Yes.
Does he have like a snorkel, or can he just breathe in there now? He now knows how to breathe in beer.
Is the novelty bottle maybe like one of the experimental batches? Like it was part of the. I don't know why it would be. I'm trying to figure out how he could suddenly breathe beer.
He drank so much of it, like whatever. He got used to it.
Or
There was radiation in there.
that, or it was like maybe Miller Lights just got like a bunch of different experimental stuff out there all of a sudden, and it's like just getting out in public on accident. So maybe it is a bottle of some different experimental stuff that makes him able to breathe it. So it's not the same stuff as his wife, so that's why he's not always drunk, but he can breathe it.
It was an experimental batch that got struck by lightning.
There we go.
It was mixed with another beer that they weren't really planning on, but little did they know. I don't know how they couldn't plan that anyone would drink multiple beers in one night, but it didn't until this guy got locked in there.
So they just had a really bad name for the beer, and they're like, this is never gonna sell. I'm not
No
worried
one's
about
gonna
it.
do It's like the Jumanji case in the back. No one touches it until you hear the thump thump of that jungle.
So then that translates to him being able to have some freezing powers too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that mixed with, like, he drank this stuff that just kind of physically changed him. And then also him being in the very cold cooler kind of helped make him turn into like Iceman or something.
So like, I'm trying to think of like Keystone Ice.
Yep, that is a
Maybe
beer.
he drank a lot of Keystone Ice. That's what it is.
Now, this is important to me. Is Keystone brewed out of Wisconsin?
No, it sits in the Rockies.
Yeah, then we can't do it.
It is owned by Miller, though.
It doesn't matter what beer he's drinking. He could be drinking Ice Natural, which is a made-up beer, I think. God, I hope so.
No, it's
Natty
not. I'm pretty
Ice?
sure natural. Natty
No,
Ice. Drew.
Ice Natural.
Natty
Oh, I
Ice.
see.
Well,
No,
You
different.
switched.
it's
No,
called
damn it, you
Natural
switched
Ice.
it.
Yeah, no, I know, but Ice Natural.
You can't just switch it.
Yum. Hey, Tanner. I'm thirsty. Why don't you pass me over one of those Ice Naturals?
Ugh, God, it just sounds so gross.
Oh, I caught it. Glug glug, motherfuckers.
Oh, your
That's the slogan.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
Took you a while to get to that in this one.
Mhm.
Usually you're right out the gate with glug glug,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
They have a look for it this February. They've got a Super Bowl spot coming up. Hey, Mean Joe Bean.
No, he's gonna take a beer from a kid.
Don't
What-
drink.
I mean, I guess that's good.
And then he throws his sweaty jersey at his face.
Isn't his name? Did you say Joe Bean?
Yeah, he's trying to not do the same
Oh,
guy.
okay.
I think
I
Drew
see, now
knows his
the
name.
lines are getting so blurred. I can't tell what Drew's making up and what he just can't remember.
Yes, I do know his name.
Yeah, it's Mean Joe Dane,
Spleen.
obviously.
So,
So-
yeah, look for that.
Ice Natural.
Ice Natural.
And that's why he can freeze things.
Yeah, he drinks that,
Mhm.
and it's experimental.
The powers are very literal. I kind of imagine he's got like he can like shoot people with bottle caps just by grabbing a bottle of beer and just like pointing it at them, and
And
then
it just,
he
like,
just
freezes
freezes
so
it and
much and
shoots the cap
expands?
off.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it shoots
that's
the
perfect.
cap off.
That's a super good idea.
Now, does he have a beer bandolier with beer on it?
I feel like you always want bandoliers.
I
That's 'cause
love
they're
visual
great.
of a bandolier.
They are a great visual, but I feel like every superhero has bandoliers now.
Shut up.
Fine, he has a utility belt and like a lot of little
lot of
pockets on his
beers.
legs. I don't know what you want.
Fine.
No, I think the bandolier works better with the beers than a utility belt.
Now he's
Okay.
on the bandolier thing when it was
Because
just
the
after we
belt
came
is
off
like
it.
Duff Man then, and we don't want to do what the Simpsons did.
Oh, that's very hard to do with 20, 30 seasons. Hard not to do something the Simpsons did.
Okay,
I
well, we
would
can do
know.
a belt.
I don't know. Okay, here, I'll compromise. Neither. It's going to be around the wrist. It's like what Black Widow has around her
Well, then we're
wrist.
doing
It's
except
like
Black
a bunch
Widow
of little
does.
tiny mini bottles.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
Of beer or liquor?
Beer. It's got to be beer.
Beer.
He's in the beer cooler, not the
But
liquor
are there
cooler.
tiny bottles of beer?
In this
There's
universe, there
gotta
are.
be. Might I turn your attention towards the Ice Natural limited edition mini bottles?
He
Collect all
stocks
four.
up because he needs them.
For kids.
Yeah, for the kids. Mean Joe Bean looks on in shame everything he worked for.
His whole life's purpose.
Does he have a robotic suit like Mr. Freeze?
Does he
Does he
have
have to-
one made out of like the cardboard beer boxes?
Yeah.
Are they different beers? Or are
Maybe
they
like a
all
chess piece made of bottle caps.
Ice
I was going to say
Natural?
that or a giant keg.
That would work too.
Hmm.
I don't know. I like the bottle caps though, because then it could have like a symbol like in it or spelled out in it.
Yeah.
Beer.
Just beer.
Hey, I think this guy likes beer.
this guy. I get the sense. This guy. This
You
guy
can tell
likes
because
beer.
his shirt says beer.
So he's just basically a suit hodgepodge together from beer, cardboard, and bottle caps and whatnot. And then also that headpiece, which is a giant broken bottle that keeps him submerged in beer.
Yes,
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
he's beautiful.
Yeah. So what do you think this guy is doing then? We've kind of done some backstory with the wife. What else is there?
So is he trying to like break in places to like what is it? Because he's trying to do something to help her out, right? So is he like trying to steal stuff from Miller, like to figure
Miller.
out what's in the serum, or
Is he trying to like do research? And it's basically Mr. Freeze again then.
I mean, you did say the words drunk Mr. Freeze. It's hard not to draw these parallels.
Yeah. So he's drunkenly breaking in and trying to steal research for his own research purpose.
He's doing really bad.
He's just really bad at it. He freezes a wall and breaks through it, and like a guard comes through the clearly open door that's just to his left. What are you doing, man? Shut up. And then he gets real emotional.
You're my only friend.
You're like my only friend, man. And he gets real huggy too.
He vomits inside of his bottle and then passes out.
Oh, that's a horrible visual.
That's a great visual.
Hey, we caught that drunk guy again.
So
We got him.
So say one night, like he gets like actually really far in and starts like seeing all these like different charts and stuff. So he starts like writing down notes about it, and he thinks he's writing these super detailed notes. And he wakes up the next morning, it's just a bunch of scribbles on a piece of paper.
And he wet his
Chalk
pants.
monkey? What the hell does that even mean? Why did I underline peel the potatoes so many times? What does it even mean?
Peel the potatoes. Need them. He's doing a real, like, it's not, like, guys, it is not hard for him to solve this dilemma that his wife is in. Like, it is not hard at all. He's just blackout drunk 24/7 all the time.
Oh, so it's not a thing where she's perpetually drunk then, and he can't figure it out.
Well, maybe it is, like, she's drunk, but, like, maybe the solution is super easy.
Maybe it's like straight, like if he asked, they would just help him, but he hasn't thought of that.
Or they've
they've
told him
told
about
him.
6 times
But
and
they
he
keep
keeps
telling him.
forgetting.
He can't remember. And like that's when he's writing down the notes. Like he's like,
Benjamin, it's not that hard. Like, we've told you, here is the serum. Please go home, get some rest, and just keep this on you, and this will work. And then he loses it on the way, as well as one of his shoes. Oh, he is such a good villain. So he's a villain in that he just causes just chaos, drunk chaos.
They're sort of chaotic neutral. I don't know. I kind of lose track of how those all break down, but
Yeah.
he causes chaos. I think that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
He's just trying to help his wife, just like Mr. Freeze.
I love her
he's
so
going through
much.
some. He's just going through some stuff, and he's going about it in the wrong way.
What if there's an arc where he does successfully do it, but then like he forgets that he did it the next morning? Like he forgets that he solved it, and his wife is actually walking around, and he goes out trying to save her anyway.
So this is
And then
Memento.
he accidentally causes her to fall back into the state.
Bumps her
Perfect.
into it. Like she's trying to stop him, and he like swings his arm, like get off me, thinking it's someone attacking him, and she just falls into the vat again.
Man, that's Shakespearean tragedy right there.
Yeah, doomed to repeat it.
And the real tragedy is he'll never know that he did that because he just keeps repeating over and over
Oh,
again.
did we just make
regardless.
50 First Dates?
Sort of.
Damn
I
it.
mean,
This is the
I don't think
exact
forgetting
plot to
things over and
50
over
First
because you're
Dates.
no, because 50 First Dates was a literal brain injury, whereas he just gets very drunk and forgets, blacks out.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. So it's like Billy
mean-
Madison then.
No. It's like he gets, it's like his uncle or great uncle like comes to him and says, "You're actually rich," and he's from like a small town, and he brings him to the big city.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. Oh man. It was only a matter of time before we conquered the Sandman.
Do you guys remember when he made Jack and Jill?
I don't. I've never seen it. I do not
I
want to.
never have, but I think about it daily.
I do because I watched Survivor, and there was a competition where if you won, you got to take some select people with you to go eat and watch a movie. But the movie was Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler.
Is this for real? Was that the survival part?
Yeah, it was one of like the challenges because they do a reward challenge and then they do an immunity challenge, and they won. But I feel like in the end they felt
Was
like
that
they lost.
the reward?
Yeah,
That was the reward, my friend.
and you can like see that like they were told they have to like laugh for the camera because like they're laughing, but their faces are they're terror.
Their mouths are laughing, but their eyes are dead.
Yeah, so that's why I know and remember Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler. Thank you for your time.
All right. Well, that's enough talk about Adam Sandler, please.
Never enough.
Yeah, how
Never
dare
enough.
you?
We'll get back to him. I know us. We will talk more about Adam Sandler. But before we do that, do we want to do a name?
First, maybe we should listen to an advertisement for another podcast.
Let's do that. Good idea, Nate. Here we go.
Thanks.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Okay. Well, here. Oh,
That's the sound of the police.
okay. Here's the promo.
Oh shit.
Here at the Wild Pitch Innovation Labs, we are constantly striving to bring you the most amazing advancements in, well, just about everything. My little robot friend Mr. Rando is spitting out random things.
Popeye the Sailor Man. Sexual tension.
And then myself and some of my inventive entrepreneur friends from across the globe are using those random elements. Found by the handyman is a pair of oversized foam rubber forearm sleeve to come up with the products, movies, games, etc. that will shape our futures. Forearms are waterproof and can be used as flotation devices. The inner filling is high in protein and can be eaten if all else fails. Each forearm has matching Assassin's Creed-style blades towards the palm. And you can find these amazing results every other Wednesday on The Wild Pitch. Go to wildpitchpodcast.com/subscribe to get started today.
And we're back. Anyone have any ideas for naming this drunk boy?
Oh, boy.
I was thinking since he gets his power from Ice Natural, we could call him Natural Ice.
Oh,
Shorten it a little bit. Make it a little more like
that doesn't roll
humanize
off
it
the
a little
tongue.
bit.
Oh, maybe Natty Ice?
Oh, now that
Perfect.
sounds like something
Well,
I want to
okay.
get sick on.
Well, good news. You will.
I just, when I think of that, I think of me hugging a toilet.
Would like, is this like, since he blacks out all the time, would like Blackout be a fun name
That
for him?
sounds like an electric guy.
Oh, I know what it sounds like.
In fact, that is the name of a Marvel villain.
Listen, but this time, it means it's like blacking out because you're drunk.
Maybe
Should we go?
he's- What?
Do I want to mirror the Mr. Freeze thing?
Yeah, I was going to say Mr. Sleaze.
Mr.
Mr.
Freeze.
Beer. Mr. Beer.
Well, how would a drunk man say Mr. Freeze?
Hang on, I'm going to go chug a few. I'll be back.
Okay.
Not worth doing in real life, actually.
I think it would just be a
Mr.
slurred
Yeah,
Mr.
it's been-
Freeze, which I'm not sure is particularly useful.
Mr. Bevies. He's drinking all those bevies.
Mr. Yeast.
Maybe he has his PhD, so it's Dr. Freeze. Or Dr. Beer. Dr. Bierenstein.
It's Berenstain. Please.
I
Mr.
was thinking about that.
Mr. Hopstein.
He's very drunk.
The Drunktopus.
Mr. Take My Keys.
Take my wife, please.
Take my wife.
You know,
What did we name the wife?
Oh, we didn't.
nameless. We named her friend Ethel.
Oh, yeah, Ethel. We really fleshed Ethel out.
She's really an important key character in the whole storyline here. Malt. Is there something with malt, hops, yeast,
Could be non-denominational beer guy.
natural?
When we're getting into the ingredients of the beer, that sound, I don't know. I feel like we're losing the fact that this guy is drunk.
Colt.
What if we call him
45.
We could just call him Ice Natural.
Hangover.
We've been on point with names recently.
Yeah, we were due for some real struggle.
Billy Beer. Beer Billy.
Oh, because it's kind of like Beer Belly.
So his name is Billy.
Bob the Beer Billy.
I mean, Beer Billy. Maybe he's just too drunk to come up with a good name.
Just me. Because like his real name is like Aaron Gossamer, but like so someone like calls him out when he's breaking. He goes, "No, I'm Beer Billy," and that's all the more he could come up with.
Do we like that?
Something about the. I mean, I think that's a definite contender.
Beer Billy.
Is it one word?
Yes, because he slurs it all into one word.
I love it.
Beer Billy. Beer Billy. It just sounds like someone stuttering when saying Billy, which is appropriate. 3
Perfect.
sheets to the beer. Yeah, no, and his name is not even Billy at all.
No.
Beer Billy. It's really important that it is like one word. Almost one syllable. Like
Hmm. You really need to
Beer Billy.
affect a drunk way of speaking when you're saying his name.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenge for you, Tanner, when we are closing out.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to make you
yeah,
do it
Tanner's
until
never
you get
been
it
drunk
right.
before, so he's a real. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna do
You
it.
better start chugging now, son.
Oh, hang on.
I remember my first beer.
Yeah? What was that?
Oh boy, it was probably shitty. I mean, if you want to be real honest, it was probably like a shitty Milwaukee's Best or something.
Mine, I believe, was a Miller High Life.
Mine was Busch Light.
Oh, so I think there's a certain class to mine.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Truly, you are the most refined of the three of us. You lift your pinky when you fart in the with company. Such a cultured individual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that first beer was when I was 23 years old. So
Same.
Drinking underage is wrong. Bean Joe Green Bean told me that.
Bean Joe Green.
Bean Joe Green. Bean Joe Spleen.
Bean Joe Mean.
Bean Yo Mean.
Preen your greens.
Oh yeah, that's it. And he also has a vegetable line, like frozen vegetables. It's in direct competition to the Jolly Green Giant.
I heard that they actually killed him, and that's how he died.
The Jolly Green
Wait,
Giant.
he died?
Wait, who died here?
Who's dead?
Yes. I was like, I have to look something up.
Does
real
Nate
quick.
think that the Jolly Green Giant's dead?
Are you
No,
looking up?
that Bean Joe Green Preen Bean is dead. Also, he definitely is still alive, but pretend he's dead.
Joe Green? Well, no, that's
Yeah.
Joe Green, but Preen Joe Green is very much dead.
Green Joe killed the Jolly Green Giant and then himself. It was a murder suicide.
Yeah, it was actually a Romeo and Juliet situation. They really loved each other. And then the Jolly Green Giant woke up and was like, "No!" I don't know how a giant sounds.
I assume like that.
Yeah.
I think that was
And then he
right.
stabbed himself.
Ooh, and then he killed himself. What?
Yeah, so that's Beer Billy. Beer Billy.
You're Billy. All right, cool. What else do we need to talk about?
Comic book cover.
Comic book cover.
I had an idea.
Sure. Lay it on me.
I liked the scene that we had all sort of set up with like him breaking in a place and then meeting up with a guard. So I kind of just imagined like the cover was him basically passed out on the floor. Like clearly he's fucked something up in the background. And it's just a bunch of like security people like scratching their heads, looking down at him passed out on the floor. I just kind of like, what?
Is there? What if there's just along with that? What if there's always one guard that seems to find him? It's always the same guy. He's like,
But he kind of is. They're like frenemies because the guy just feels really bad for him.
yeah. There's like a scene where he's holding up shit. We talk so much about Preno Greens that
Preno Green Joe.
that I
Bean.
forgot this guy's name. Oh, Beer Billy. He's like propped him up. He walks into his apartment, puts him to bed, takes his shoes off, and then leaves. But yeah, he always finds him, and he's just like, oh God, not this again. And he always takes care of him.
Man, I really thought that Nate was going to say that he liked the idea of having the Jolly Green Giant stabbing himself for the cover.
I thought about it.
Yeah, it has really nothing to do with. I don't even know what the relationship between the Jolly Green Giant and Beer Billy is. Like,
I did think of another
Doesn't
one
matter.
would be like for an alternative cover because we always do like a scene. Like, what if it's
Let's hear it.
What if it's like a notepad of what he had written down the night before, and it's just like
Ooh, I like that.
peel potatoes underlined like 15 times, chalk monkey written down.
so beer stain in the top, like he spilled some beer up there.
Yeah, and then just like remember the toes or something like that.
And then he says the Jolly Green Giant. For some reason, there tied him in.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go. Preno Green? Question mark.
Forbidden love? Question mark.
There's a moment of clarity where he's just like, "I'm drunk, Mr. Freeze." He realizes it.
That'd be a fun
Then he
alternative.
goes right back into scribblings.
That's a good one. That's a little different than what we've usually done.
Yeah, I was just thinking of alternative things, and I think one of Fight Club 2's covers is something like that, which is what made me think of it.
There's a second Fight Club.
Yeah, it's all comics. It's all a comic series.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Is that basically Beer Billy? Did we get Beer Billy?
I like Beer Billy.
Beer
I mean,
Billy.
I feel bad for him,
Yeah.
but I like him as a
Well,
creation.
but then you also don't. Like, he's doing this to himself.
he could have his life could be happy. He's doing this to himself.
Yeah, he really needs to realize he has a problem, and yeah, and that problem is in the mirror. Look at that. It's
Whoa.
you. Yeah, I know, right? Also, he really needs to save his wife. Like, good Lord.
Good God. Okay, now's when I would usually start wrapping up the show, but
Yes.
this week we're gonna try something different. We're gonna do a voicemail right now. We're gonna listen to a voicemail that someone sent in. So, Drew, you want to go ahead and play that?
Here it is.
Hi, Drew and Nathan, and shoot. I want to say Tyler. I had a two-part question. First part, what is your guys like big comic influences? What are you guys' favorite comics and stuff? You never really get into yourselves about comics, but want to see what you guys are drawing from. Second, why do we call them animal crackers? Like, they're little cookies, right? I mean, they're cookies. They're not crackers. Anyway, thanks. I love you. Bye.
So, Tyler, what do you think? What's your comic book influence?
Excuse me, I'd like to hear from Taylor, please.
Yes, Taylor. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Taylor, please.
So I don't know if he was trying to talk to my college roommate Taylor or my brother Tyler there, but I guess I'll have to wait for one of them to come on to answer.
Travis, please answer the question.
Turk, just come on, let's go.
Okay. I will go ahead and answer the first question, which was like what my biggest comic influences are, which I don't know if I made it known on the show, but I'm a huge Flash and Spider-Man fan.
No,
So you have heard of the
Let's
Flash.
go 1 and 2. Shut up, Nathan.
Huh.
Otherwise,
sound made
You know
up.
that Superman's faster.
oh my god, I can't.
Does that impact your opinion at all?
Get into this with you right now.
Just about every person could beat Spider-Man.
That's just not true at all. I don't have enough time.
He doesn't have a spider
to tell you guys how
great.
wrong you are.
Get smushed by my
The best
boot.
part of the latest Spider-Man movie was Iron Man.
No, you know what? Iron Man doesn't even have powers. Okay, there, I said it.
He's super smart.
He's very
Doesn't matter.
Spider-Man's super smart too. Shut up.
Nah. Sorry, the question. Yeah,
And there, I guess that's my fucking answer. You guys go.
man, we are mean to Taylor.
Yeah, are we mean to Tyler? Nah, it couldn't
Nah,
be.
we're good.
One of you two people
Who,
answer.
me?
Oh my god, Nate, would you fucking save me?
Where do I guess I don't know. I guess I was always a big fan in my youth. I would buy those books from Barnes and Noble you could get that were just like compendiums of knowledge about like X-Men and Spider-Man, and would pour through those. I remember being overjoyed at a schematic of the Xavier School, the gifted students and whatever.
Nerd.
Like, holy shit, this is the best. A monorail? What? This is crazy.
Oh,
I don't
like
know, apparently they thought there was a
The big map of
yeah. But
under the
I don't know,
tennis
like,
court.
and then since then I've always been interested in Marvel stuff and DC stuff. I don't know, just general comic book stuff I enjoy reading and watching and seeing.
Yeah, for me, like, I didn't really grow up reading comics a lot. It's only been like really in the past decade that I've truly gotten into comics, and really I think that's been brought on by like all the movies that are being made.
Oh, do they have movies?
There's movies out there, also some TV
Huh.
shows, I guess. I do really I think I've always really enjoyed Batman, and I remember watching even the old movies. Like one of my favorite movies growing up was shit, I don't remember what it is. Is it
No,
Batman?
that title was really avant-garde of them. but
Is it
really
Batman
did pay
Returns,
off.
the one with Riddler and Two-Face?
Yeah, that's Batman Returns.
And
I
it's
think you mean Batman Forever, the good one.
oh yeah, with the drunk Mr. Freeze. Yeah, no, I remember watching that movie and I just loved it. And it doesn't age well, but I still get a certain glee from watching it now. So I do really love Batman. I've read a lot of Batman. Yeah, so Batman, do love the Batman.
Do love the
I
Batman.
bet he could beat the Flash in a foot race.
I think he could.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Tanner. He's Batman.
Yeah, anyway. And to answer your second question, animal crackers are just cookies. It's just a scam by big food companies.
Like, I think they barely qualify as a cookie. Like, they have the minimum amount of sugar required. Like, they're not that sugary, so they're basically a cracker
Yeah.
with that someone accidentally dumped sugar on.
Quick-
Let me throw something at you guys though. But how do you explain frosted animal crackers?
No, those
Those are
see
just
now,
also cookies.
those are frosted those are just frosted crackers.
No, but do you truly frost a cracker?
I mean, you can.
I'm trying to think if I would. Usually crackers are a savory thing.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Is a cracker by its very nature savory? I mean, what's to say you can't have a sweet cracker? You know?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm just gonna search the
Easy,
word cracker.
Aristotle.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of white hate websites. I'm gonna fix this.
I did try.
Actually, the first thing is pejorative cracker, but I really am trying to figure out what a cracker is.
Well, I did try an animal cracker last week though, because my niece had them.
Oh,
And,
you're an expert here.
They're fucking terrible.
Wait, like just plain.
Yeah.
Which one you doing here?
I don't know. It was white.
Okay, no,
It wasn't good. Like it's not sweet enough to be a cookie, but it's not like I don't know. I think a cracker should be salty, in my opinion.
Was it just the ones that you buy in the bulk bag, right? Is probably what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, actually, this one came in like a little cardboard bus. It was kind of like a toy on its own. I don't know. It still sucked.
The best animal crackers are the Barnum's Animals crackers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very good.
I guess I'm not a connoisseur. I don't know. What are these?
Oh,
Have you ever had the chocolate animal crackers?
what? Slow
Mm-mm.
down. Animal crackers like doing what Oreo's doing. Is that like? Is it something that's a flavor? All right.
They only have the 2 though that I've ever seen. Well, I guess 3 if you count the frosted.
They're going
ones.
kind of
Well,
buck wild.
And then they're gonna make lemon, and then they're gonna make like Tabasco,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna make like plastic.
We're
Like
gonna make-
where will
Oreos
it
and
end?
Pop Tarts are the 2 things that just have lost their fucking minds when it comes to flavors.
I have not
Nothing
been
is
keeping up
safe
with
anymore.
Pop Tarts.
Yeah,
what's
what's
going on in
going on
that
there?
neck of the
Yeah.
woods?
Man, I don't really look anymore, but every once in a while I would walk by and be like, orange soda? Excuse me?
Oh, yeah,
What?
there are
Can't.
root beer ones. I knew that.
Yeah, there are root beer ones.
All I can really, the last thing I've ever really associate with Pop Tarts, because I'm just so disconnected with that community, I guess, is those weird commercials they used to have with like the drawn people
Yeah.
and like how they were eating sentient Pop Tarts.
Yeah, that was not that long ago.
Okay, I'm not going crazy then.
Yeah, you're not insane.
Okay. Yeah, those things were crazy. Tricking them to like, they were like Scooby-Doo trapping them to go into a toaster and then they would eat them.
Yeah, if you put another person in there, they're like serial killers.
Yep.
I always thought it'd be funny if they like flip it up, like the Pop Tarts cook up the human. You know, that'd be funny.
Delicious,
Yeah.
delicious humans.
Yeah, thank you, I guess, for that
Yeah.
voicemail. Thank you for asking us some questions. Well, wait, no, that.
Love you too.
Yeah, we love you. Thank you for calling in and giving us some food for thought here. And also thank you for like just inquiring about us. Yeah.
Tanner's brother just calls in to try and pitch us fucking pizza ideas.
Hey,
Which, to be fair, though, yeah.
Yeah, but he never asks about us,
I don't think he cares. Like, if he ever wants to be a producer of this show, he really needs to show us that he cares. So,
I don't think he has any interest in that, though, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he does, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Anonymous, for calling in. So, yeah, if you want to call in and inquire about us or get our opinion on various food things, which I think we're pretty much experts in because we talk about it just about every week, that number is 319-596-6766. Yep.
Do you guys want to make an offshoot food podcast?
I would be down to do that.
I mean, I guess nothing would be left for us to talk about here, so maybe that's not a good idea.
Here's what here's my pitch for our food podcast. We're all in 3 different places. Tanner has the ingredients. I have the quantities. Nate is drunk and trying to cook it.
I'd watch that.
This sounds the hardest for me.
I guess we can all be drunk.
Oh, okay. It could be. Yeah, let's all be drunk. And also, neither of you, Tanner doesn't know what the quantities go. Tanner does not know what the quantities go to. Is that right?
Tanner and I have 2 pieces of the puzzle. Like, we're making pasta, and all I have is 3, 2 tablespoons, 5 peeled, and 4 cups. And that's all I got.
Now, Drew, you were joking maybe, but this is a great idea.
Or like maybe they throw in like a pinch or a handful or something like that. Yeah, so it's like one of those puzzles that you solve in a video game. Got to match them up. And then it unlocks the door and you get Altair's armor.
Yeah, they really kind of, at the end of those games, they really kind of fell off on the puzzles you had to do. It used to be really complicated. Then it was just making ravioli. And I was like, oh, okay.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia.
You'll never stop the brotherhood.
Yeah, so that's a good cooking podcast.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll do that. That's actually a very funny idea in my head. I'm sure it's a disaster.
I think it'd be
It
funny.
would be horrendous for whoever. For me, the guy who's cooking, my kitchen would be a nightmare.
Well, here's
looked
what
at
we'll
that.
do. We'll switch it out.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's only fair.
We switch it around. It's round table. Yeah. So Tanner, why don't you carry us out of here, please?
Okay. So this has been issue number 39 of Headline Heroes. featuring our new supervillain. See if I can get this. Beer Billy. Wait, Beer
No.
Billy. Beer Billy.
No.
Beer
No.
Billy.
Verbally.
Beer Billy.
That's
Just
it.
don't move your lips as much. Yeah.
Beer Billy.
Yeah.
And his wife. Did we name his wife?
No, she's nameless.
Katrina Billy.
On the waves.
We wanted to take this time to thank Brett Jacobson, who created the art for our show. And Brett would like everyone to pitch him their plot ideas for The Incredibles 2. So if you could send those in, that'd be great. Yeah, Nate?
I think Elastigirl's going to get a boyfriend.
Uh-oh. I
Wait,
heard the
no,
movie's
not
gonna be more about
Elastigirl.
her.
Violet.
It's gonna be
Damn, Elastigirl's the wife. Oh, shit, that'd be
She's
a
gonna
holy
have
shit.
an affair.
She has an affair. Oh.
And then Violet finds out about it, and she gonna keep the secret? Who knows?
Do I tell my dad?
Yeah, The Incredibles 2 went a really weird route of not being funny at all and incredibly dark.
It's horrible.
Well, now that we got through all that, please send in those ideas. Actually, don't send in your ideas because we already fucking nailed it. So no one send in anything else. We also wanted to thank Carl Sorensen. He did the music for our show and all the post-production for it. So if you like the way that sounds or like the way we sound, that's mostly because of Carl's work. If you want to work with him on something for your own podcast or any other musical venture you have going on, you can contact him at carljsorensen.com.
If you have any articles you'd like to see us discuss, well, so many ways you can get that to us. There was the voicemail that I read off earlier, so just rewind to get that. But we also have an email. It's headlineheroescast@gmail.com. We have a Twitter @headline_heroes. Go ahead and give us a follow there. We'd really appreciate it. If you're listening to us on iTunes, give us hit that subscribe button. Give us a rating, review. We'd appreciate it. Also, please tell a friend. Spread the word about your good friends here at Headline Heroes. So, thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.